Members of Jamaica's U17 girls football team to the CONCACAF Championship in the Dominican Republic were made to wait for almost 9 hours before departure from the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston today after issues with their flight to the Turks and Caicos Islands.
TVJ Sports understands that the members of the contingent arrived at the Norman Manley Airport as early as 5 this morning, with their Inter-Caribbean flight originally scheduled to leave at 8 a.m. However, issues with the flight resulted in a number of players and some officials being left to wait before boarding a flight at 3 p.m. Head of Delegation James Pearson says no explanation was given as to why there was a change in the time of the flight and why no correspondence was sent indicating a change. Pearson also noted that on boarding the flight, the pilot only stated that there were some issues without giving details. In the meantime, TVJ Sports understands that while several players were left to wait at the NMIA, members of the coaching staff had no issues with their flight to Miami. Pearson provided this explanation when asked why this was not the route for the players, given that there were issues with Inter-Caribbean Airlines when members from the Dominican Republic senior women's team came to Jamaica for their qualifier a little over a week ago.
Well, I couldn't speak to that, as I said, maybe as a result of the availability of flights and seats on the flight, because the aircraft we're on is a very small aircraft, so I figured that was one of the situations.
Pearson, however, noted that he expects the players to recover well for their opening game on Sunday.
I don't believe it would affect them that much. They are well rested as far as I know. They have a training session tomorrow, so I don't think there would be a big issue.
The head of delegation also explained that the players were still in a positive frame of mind despite the long delay.
I have a dialogue with them right through since they've been here. They're pretty fine. Pretty fine. They're holding on. It's, as I say, it's the first experience, but they're adjusting so far. They're fine. And they're in very, very high spirit.
TVJ Sports also understands that some members of the Jamaican contingent were flown to Fort Lauderdale and had to be transported to Miami to board their flight to Dom Rep. Jamaica will play their first game of the campaign on Sunday against Bermuda, who have been in Dom Rep since last week. Bernardo Brown for TVJ Sports.
The General Secretary of the Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, Dalton Wint, is once again calling on the government and corporate Jamaica for financial support for the nation's women's team. The Reggae Girlz have been drawn alongside world champions, the United States, Haiti and Mexico, in what is considered the tougher of two groups for the CONCACAF Women's Championship, which runs from July 4 to 18 in Monterrey, Mexico.
One other thing that the coach has submitted is a plan, as he said, to have some practice games and also to have at least 2 camps. Yes, that is something that we have high on our agenda to support, but we need a lot of support. This campaign will cost us a lot of money, and so we need the support of not only corporate Jamaica, but we need the support of government.
While acknowledging that they've already gotten funding from the government, Wint says a lot more will be needed as he expects the campaign to cost over 100 million Jamaican dollars.
We're still crunching the numbers, but I am positive we'll be spending close to $1 million for this from now to World Cup qualification, and if we're qualified, over $1 million US.
The Reggae Girlz begin the CONCACAF Championship against Mexico on July 4 before facing the United States on July 7 and Haiti on July 11. The top 2 teams from the group will join the top 2 from Group B in qualifying automatically for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand.